Hey everybody, and welcome back. Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, and Pulsechain YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed Pulsechain YouTube. I said. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. A bit of fun, really. And man, I do love my sci-fi, as you guys know. So let's get into it. Hope you guys are doing well. Get into the chat, get active, and let's go. We've got some record-breaking things happening on the old stock market. We're going to be talking about a crypto, of course, and Pulsechain. Pulsechain on a little bit of a consolidation and retrace at the moment. So good opportunity to pick up some mad bags because it is going to absolutely blow minds. Pulsechain Hex absolutely blow minds this bull market. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Pick up those dips and consolidations while you can. Let's see who's in the house here. We got Sandy Beach in nice and early. Big shout out to Sandy Beach. And of course, day 23 of the push-up challenge above. And of course, that is it there. I read the word above there. It's a bit like, was it? I'm trying to think of that show. I just can't remember it now. Anyway, we got there's the link to Sandy's push-up challenge, day 23. Day 23 or 29, remember? There's a new going to be a new program coming up in March. So follow Sandy Beach for the best in health and fitness. Life beneath and the truth is here. How are you today? Very good. Really another spectacular sunny day. We're having a really good summer by all accounts. Haven't really been outside apart from walking and a few other things, but it's going really nicely. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and extended for the 100%, the golden crypto strategy of Richard Hart, looking pretty good. We've got Al Pacino in house there. The Giving Tree of Crypto has built a beautiful chain to stake Hex. Absolutely, that's old Pulsechain. J-Pon in house there. Morning, J-Pon. Good to see you. Hexcavator as well. What's up, folks? Good to see Hexcavator. Let's get into it, folks. Let's get into the stock market results. It is a record breaking. So we guys here at the right time, right place. Before we get into that, though, we've got Jay Blair SM in house there. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Welcome to the chat also. So here we are, folks. Stock market, Dow S&P 500 is basically clinched record close. So the S&P there clinched another record close despite a pause in the tech rally. So kind of cool. Dow Jones at the moment up 0.16%, 62 points to 39,131. And we look at the chart there. Now we can see, look at those record-breaking levels, man. We are at in historic levels. Amazing. S&P 500, let's go to that, is up just slightly, 0.03%, 177 points to 5,088. Look at that as well. The chart looking like a record-breaking chart. Amazing. The NASDAQ, though, of course, a little bit tapering off with the tech stocks, down 0.28% or 45 points to 15,996. And you can see it's still pretty much near the top there, but just a bit of easing today. What else we got go? The volatility index is up 5%, down 5.43%. And the US dollar is just up very slightly at 103.9 versus its trading partners. Let's go to the commodities, have a look at that. Let's see. Let's give it a second here to breathe. We've got crude oil there for West Texas and Brent oil, $76.57 and $81.65 respectively, both down about 2.5% or $2. Gold at the moment up 0.75%, $15 to $2,045. Nice to see gold moving up a little bit there. Silver is up 0.85% or 19 cents, up to $22.97. We are expecting a big move in those when we get the interest rate pivots later on in the year. And that's kind of when we're looking for the dollar to devalue and those to go up. So let's have a look here at some of the news. Federal Reserve Speaker continues to weigh on rate cut bets. Investors continued to rein in their expectations for aggressive rate cuts following fresh remarks from the Federal Reserve officials that point to a prolonged higher for longer interest rate regime. Federal Reserve Board Governor Christopher Waller said on Thursday that he was in no rush to lower rates. A slew of Fed members have previously echoed this notion, citing fears of sticky inflation, that inflation sticking around, and the strength of the labor market. As you guys know, the Fed is really trying to trade off inflation for labor market. So we'll see how we go. The labor market's staying up stubbornly at the moment. Traders are now expecting the first rate cut in June rather than May. And of course, we've been picking June on this channel for quite a bit of time. And with just 4 rate cuts expected, according to investments.com Fed rate monitor tool. So 4 rate cuts expected for this year, potentially starting in June. Analysts at Goldman Sachs said they no longer think the US Federal Reserve will move to slash interest rates at its policy meeting in May following Waller's comments, now expecting the Fed to roll out its first 25 basis point rate cut in June. So that's kind of where we are at this stage. Remember, the federal funds rate is currently at 5.25 to 5.5%. That is where we are at the moment. Now, the next meeting for the Fed is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Let's have a look how far away. 3 weeks, 4 days, and 18 hours away. And that's going to be on the 20th of March. And we're expecting a no change in the interest rates here. 97% of the market thinks no change. So there we are, folks. All right, let's jump over to crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, around the world. Here we are with the crypto numbers. We got Bitcoin at 51,064, having a bit of a decent retrace there from its 52,000 sort of range. That is down 0.6%, and the Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 50.32%. Ethereum, though, is down from its 3,000, still hanging out in the 2,900 range at 2,940, and that is down 1.36% today. Everything else is kind of down. There's a bit of a mixed results across the board. You know, BNB's down, XRP's down, Solar's down, ADA's down, Tron's down. You've got Matic down. Matic had a bit of a nice day yesterday, but down today, and of course only slightly. And then you've got some up ones, right? Dodge, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. They're kind of all on the up and up. But what's just the standout there? Can you see the standout? You can see it. Uniswap, right? Uniswap is up mad. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in on Uniswap. $11.18. That is up a 51%. 51%. I almost had an Italian accent from New York. 51%. Something like that. All right, 50, that's pretty much it on the Uniswap. Let's see why. Well, Uniswap jumped 60% on proposal to reward token holders and major governance overhaul. As you guys know, many early Hexagon OGs, Hex, basically Richard Art and Hex community made Uniswap popular, right? That is just a fact of history. And of course, many Hexagons ended up getting a lot of uni tokens, right? Now, a lot of them, admittedly, have probably sold them in to buy more Hex and Pulsechain and things like that, but there's probably still a lot of Hexagons out there with a lot of Uniswap tokens. So congratulations to them if they're still holding. Reward token, and so that's pretty much it. The upgrade would reward uni token holders who staked and delegated their tokens according to the proposal. And so that has bolstered the market, especially as we're leading into the early stages of the bull market. Uniswap's governance tokens gained 60%. Let's jump into some of these details here. The decentralized exchange Uniswap governance token Uni jumped Friday as much as 6% to overhaul the protocol governance system submitted by the Uniswap Foundation, and that was led by Aaron Cohen. Now, it's been a long time coming. If you think about it, it's been a long time coming. The proposal aims to strengthen and invigorate Uniswap's governance, and also would reward Uni token holders who staked and delegated their tokens. You got to remember, Uniswap's making mad money, and it all goes to themselves, right? Fat cats. So that's why Internet Money Wallet with KG is so good, because you get the time token and you get the profit sharing. But here, of course, the fat cats are getting all the money. That's how it works, right? I believe we should upgrade the protocol so that its free mechanism rewards unique token holders that have staked and delegated their tokens. So there we are. That's from Aaron Cohen there. Cohen's proposal significant development for the largest decentralized exchange by trading volume, marking a departure from last year's initiative to reward token holders with accrued fees. Last June, the Uniswap community turned down a proposal that would have switched on fees for many of the exchange's liquidity pools and distributed a part of the revenue amongst token holders. Kind of weird, right? And in October move, the exchange started to charge 0.15% fee on the crypto swap involving ETH, USDC, and other tokens initiated on the protocol's interface. Should Friday's overhaul proposal approved in a community vote, it will enable the permissionless and programmatic collection of protocol fees and distribute them pro rata to Uni token holders who have staked and delegated their votes. So pretty good, actually. So it's about time. Uni was recently changing hands at $12, up nearly 60%, etc. So there we are, folks. That is bullish news for Uniswap, and hence why it is up and away. As you can see, still up 51.7% at the moment, $11.20 there, looking pretty good. All right, that leads us into Bitcoin. And, of course, Bitcoin there tapering off after a big, nice, super strong rally. Moved sideways for a little while. Now it's tapering down here a bit towards the bottom of the range, just slightly pressuring the bottom of the range. And we're just below 51,000 at the moment. The high today, 51,500. The low at 50,500, so there's $1,000 range there, and we're currently just in the bottom 50% there at the top of that range at the moment. That is pretty much Bitcoin. As you guys know, we're waiting for the Bitcoin halving. Boy, that's going to be bullish. And we know that Craig Wright is trying to defend himself as Satoshi in court at the moment. So that's also pretty amusing as well. So we've got 53 days until the Bitcoin halving. That is ticking away there. And there we go. We've got Ethereum at the moment. Ethereum range at the moment is currently, what is it at there? Top of the day was $2,991, almost 3,000 again. Bottom was $2,905. We're currently at 2,927, so just in the bottom range part of that day. And of course, we are getting closer to the big news about the Deacon upgrade. So don't sleep on Ethereum, as we say. Deacon upgrade coming in 18 days. Don't get tricked out by little pullbacks. But that is where we are at the moment. And then we are only how far away? We're 89 days for the Ethereum ETF approvals. Probably at least 50% plus, maybe 60% chance in my view of approvals there, but probably even better than that. There we go. That is where we are at the moment. Of course, we've got the Bitcoin halving in the middle as well on the 17th. So that's kind of our big macro picture. Let's jump over to the Gwei. Gwei on Ethereum has been pretty lit, right? You guys know it. You guys know it's been pretty amazing. The last 7 days, look at this, man. Last weekend was pretty low. Saturday, we got down to like 15 Gwei, maybe even a bit lower there, 15 Gwei. And then on Sunday, we got down to like 14 Gwei. That was last weekend. Now we are heading into the weekend. Already it's Saturday down under, but in terms of US time, still another day to go for that. In any case, we've had pretty high Gwei all week during the workday. It's been pretty high. The only reprieve was on Tuesday, and even that was, maybe like 19 Gwei or something. And it's been up and away all the way, right? We've had some fairly decent protocols doing stuff on the, I think, Persona or whatever it was that launched yesterday. That gave us a lot of spikes. A lot of people were redeeming rewards or something like that over there on the chain. So we've had quite a few activities in that space with projects. Now this means, if we've got a lot of projects targeting the Bitcoin halving in April, right? A lot of chains are going to launch, products going to launch. Who wants to target that Bitcoin halving? We could have really high gas prices. Obviously, we're going to have Pro-Dank sharding in March the 13th. But man, maybe by April, we've got so many protocols launching, it's just going to get overwhelmed a little bit there. So we could be entering into some pretty early bull market type of high Gwei. So we'll keep a lookout for that. At the moment, though, we are sliding down the Gwei. We were up all the way up here earlier in the day, and we're up over 100 Gwei, and now we're all the way down to 24 as we head into the weekend. We're sliding down into more of these blue sections here. So if you want to do transactions, good time to do it this weekend. Keep a lookout for that Gwei, because it has been pretty ruthless all week with the high Gwei. All right, so that's Ethereum, and that brings us into good alternatives, right? If you're going to have Pro-Dank sharding on the Ethereum chain by the 13th of March, you also need, that's going to be good for Optimism and Arbitrum, but it's also bodes well for, high gas fees bodes well for Pulsechain. So it leads us into Pulsechain, really. We're going to cover day 287 results in a minute. Before we do that, let's catch up in the chat and see who else has jumped in there. We come up to Blair. We got up to Magnus here. Hey, Superman, good to see you, Magnus. Welcome to the chat. Big shout out from Sandy Beach as well. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Who else has jumped in here? Wookie has a house full of Ewoks. Nice to know. Wookie, do you mean little kids? Is that what you mean by that? Little kids there? They are crazy, says Wookie. I'm sure you like that. Sure they're coming up and you're giving them a few treats or something like that. Tail 7 in house there, ZKZX and Pulse Wrap Bitcoin on major discounts. So pick up some of those while you can, because they've been doing pretty well on the upside. Hunter's 51, good evening, Superman. Hey, good evening to you, Hunter. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat as well. We got Butch is in the house there as well. Morning, folks. Good to see you, Butch. Welcome to the chat as well. So it's funny how I know all the names that jump in there, even if they haven't been in for a little while. It's good to see everybody in the house. All right, let's go back into it. Day, day 287 results. Should we do it? Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the Pulsechain results. Day 282. Now, obviously, we're having a bit of a pullback today, and we've had a bit of a consolidation period the last couple of days. 000122 is the Pulsechain price, down 7% today. So really, the biggest move is being down today, after sort of slowly dripping down, and then we've had a decent pullback today. We're 22% above the mean sacrifice price for Pulsechain. Pulsex is at quadruple 0458, down 7.76%. and the buy and burn is 708 billion. The Pulsex buy and burn, 3.46% of the public supply is now gone forever. There we go. Incentive token, the ratio is at 22,927. So the ratio is actually holding okay on incentive token, but of course Pulse is down 7%. So incentive token there is down 7.62%. Amount of supply there, 24,755,000 incentive tokens, all emitted from the Pulsex V1 farms. And of course, PHEX there at 1.4 cents. So PHEX really showing some weakness today. Man, a chance to pick up some beautiful HEX there for the eventual breakout that we're all expecting, anticipating in the future. 1.4 cents down at the moment, down 10.5% on PX. EHEX at the moment is at, who said put that out? Sandy? Was it Sandy do it? Yes, EHEX there, 0.0083. That is correct. That is where we are at the moment, 8300th of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 2.23 cents. So just below 2.25 cents. Now it was 2.5 cents, was it yesterday? So down at 2.23, I think it is. So yeah, we want to break that 3 cent, but hey, look, it's taking a little bit longer, but this is what it does, right? The charts do this. They psych you out, try to get you to, sell down or whatever, get out. And then before you know it, this thing turns to the upside. So be careful out there. Don't get fooled by the way the charts go. In fact, it's a chance to accumulate when you get things like this. All right, let's go to Pulsechain. There is our little bit of a rally that we had, big rally. We got up to 0.001527, and then we got headed up into resistance, right? We had been there before, got ahead of resistance, and now we've just been sort of sliding down a little bit here, last 2 days in particular, and then a big slide today. And of course, there we are, 0.00122. And of course, Bitcoin's coming down a bit there as well. So that is the market at the moment on Pulse. We've got a whole ton of projects backlogged up. Part of it's to do with the Fetch Oracle. Part of it's to do with this project teams obviously needing more time to get them up and running. But we've just got a whole backlog of projects with new projects being announced all the time as well. We're going to talk about one of those today. So stay tuned for that. And we've had a project launch, a couple of projects launched in the last day or two that are doing pretty well also. Let's get to Pulsex at the moment, 0.4587. We've had a bearish cross printed here on the EMA cross, so not good looking, good signs for that. We do have sort of support down here at 4,300. So we're currently at 4,600, just below that. So 4,300, that's a bit of a support line there. Let's see if we can hold that. The RSIs, of course, are pretty cool, 44. So they're really cooling off there for it. So when they turn around, there's going to be a lot of room in the gas for a big upside there on the old RSIs. We're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol. Of course, it's going to be bullish for Pulsex too. Like I say, incentive token there at $2.80. The pulse ratio is holding up pretty nicely. So most of that is just the fall in Pulsechain price, but the incentive token is holding in that range pretty nicely. Look at that range, looking pretty solid at 22,916. So pretty good there on the old incentive there. PHEX though, having a bit of a down sad day. And of course, we were slowly sliding down. We minted this bearish EMA cross yesterday, and boy, did it play out. We're down at 1.4 cents at the moment on PHEX. There we go. And the RSI, though, look at that RSI. Wow, not oversold yet, though. So still potential for more room to the downside. 37 at the moment. And what else we got printing here? The MACD. Big. We're hoping for a bit of a reversal. However, with the big sell-off today, we've got down a much bigger red candle on the MACD. All right, that gives us, where's our support? Well, we're pretty much at the support line right now at 1.4 cents. We break that, then, well, I guess we got the next price level is 1.2 cents, but it gets pretty thin after that, maybe to 1 cent after that, or 1.1 cents. So that is kind of our range, 1.1 to 1.2 cents. We're currently at 1.4, so that could be the next level if we break down. Well, if we do that, though, we'll probably get into the oversold territory in that 1.1 to 1.2 cent range. So that's probably where we could possibly go. Not inevitable. Currently trying to hold on to that very weak support line on the horizontal. We'll see how we get on. EHEX though, of course, everyone's talking about BankX, and we talked about that last couple of days as well. 650 million on the high side. Was it between 1.1 and 3.2 cents or something like that? 3.1 cents. What's it about? 12? What was it? 8 million, 4 million, $12 million worth of sales? Was it something like that? Was it higher? 14? Maybe it was 14 million. I think it's 14. And but is the market going to pay for that, right? That's the question, right? So some people were saying, oh, it's a sign of a bull market. I'm like, what? What are you guys selling? What are you guys smoking? I'll have what you're having. That's what I'll say about that. So that's a lot of money to push up into the market resistance. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what BankX decides to do as well. Is it the best way to exit? Probably not. but we'll see what happens there in that space. At the moment, we've got 8,200 of a penny, and we're just sort of capped there. We haven't even really touched that 1.1 cent, so we haven't even really hit that wall for the BankX. We're just sitting right below it at the moment. So what's BankX going to do there? All right, there we go on EXPX. Let's go to PXEX. There we are on our chart. Man, we were trying to break the 3 cents. It will happen. And like I say, it's just funny that we're being pushed back down again here. 2.2 cents at the moment combined price. And if we break this level on here at the moment, man, we could go down to 2.2 cents, maybe just over 2 cents. It's kind of the next support line. We'll see how we get on. Is EXPX cheaper? The cheaper, the more volume you can pick up though for the bull market. So it's about good timing, trying to time those little pullbacks that we're having at the moment. All right, let's get back into the rest of it. We've got some other news. Validators, 52,566 validators at the moment. 1.68 trillion pulse. There's 2 ways of validating really. One is doing it yourself, having 32 million pulse, getting a bit of a computer and having that up and running. The other one is using the DGN NFTs. You can get up to 64 NFTs. That's 64 NFTs is equivalent to one 32 million validator, and you can all do that all through David Feder, right? David Feder and DGN protocols there. That's validatorstore.com. So they've got 55% of the market share in terms of the software and I guess hardware they provided. So that is through David Feder. Big shout out to him. Gas prices is at 365,000 beats. Pulse X at the moment, 2 cents to do a Pulse X swap. Isn't that beautiful? That's so beautiful. And 900ths of a penny to do a Pulse coin transfer. 0.3 of a penny to do a PRC20 transfer. Here is the kicker though. Uniswap at the moment, 26 ways, so it's come down. Thank goodness for that. We love the weekend. And there it is, $27 for a swap. Pulsechain is still 700 times cheaper than Uniswap. There we go. Now Bitcoin 1,700 times cheaper than Bitcoin. Pretty similar numbers actually today. $1.61 to send Bitcoin around at the moment, and we're super cheap compared to everybody. Maybe with the exceptions of Monero there. And of course, what else we're going to say? Super cheap, super fast means that we can do a lot of compounding and a lot of profit sharing, and that's what Pulsechain really is amazing with the benefits of that. We have most of our protocols are doing compounding and profit sharing. It's a great way of making a lot of money cheap and fast. That's the advantages there. Let's have a look at the bridge. This is really, I would say, the heart, the beating pulse of Pulsechain to some degree. We are down at $135.5 million. What do we get up to? We're down about was it about $9 million or so from our high. I think we got to 144.8 or something like that. So we're down about 135. So we definitely had money leaving the bridge. But a big part of this, of course, is EHEX, right? EHEX's price is on a pullback, and that is included amongst these stable coins. So that's the real big one there. I can see that the DAI actually is not down too much, still sitting at 44 million. So really EHEX, a big contributor to the pullback there in the valuation there. A little bit misleading just to have that in there, to be honest, but that is part of the bridging. USDL at 32.6 million, still looking very strong. So everything is looking pretty healthy. Really EHEX there, probably the biggest component hitting us there on that at the moment. We do see big money coming back and forward over the bridge. You can see pulse alerts to see that if you want to on X platform. And that is where we are at the moment. All right, I think that's enough. Let's go. Let's move on. That's day 287. We're going to be starting day 288, of course, today, pretty shortly. It's going to tick over. Let's get into the top PRC20s. No, probably it's going to be very quick, this section, because obviously everything is on a down day. We're going to pick off some things here. We've got PDI there down at 1800th of a penny. So that's definitely down. Let's have a quick look at that because that's a popular one that people like to have the narrative about reaching $1. That's definitely down on the support line here. Man, if it breaks that, I guess the next place is 1500. So we're at 1860. The next place would probably be around 1500 in terms of support. But there we go. The RSI is not oversold, so it could go down further, maybe down to 32. Currently at 43. That is PDI. What else? There's looking, everything's pretty much down on there. Trope is down 10%. Wrap Bitcoin's been the other big narrative, right? How will Wrap Bitcoin perform with Bitcoin halving and all that sort of stuff? I think it's going to be pretty good actually on Pulsechain. I think it's the quiet before the storm. We had a lot of resistance up here at in the mid 90s. We're currently at 65 at the moment on a big pullback. So maybe a big opportunity to pull up there. We're not oversold on the daily. We're down at 36 on the RSI. We definitely got some good support here. At the $50 mark. So let's see hits that $50 mark, I definitely think that's a good opportunity. Just keep a lookout for that, and the RSI is the way I would say for that. All right, let's see what else is going here. The big SHIB coin down 3%. The big Peppy coin is down 9% today. What else is looking interesting? Ape coin there has managed to inch a 1.8% increase today. 23K liquidity on the old Ape coin. Uniswap there. So Uniswap followed Ethereum, right? Look at that. So Uniswap has followed Ethereum on Pulsechain. How about that? Is that pretty cool? That is the Uniswap copy. That's the copy on Pulsechain, and it had a big pump today. Look at that thing. So all the way from 6/10 of a penny to 1.3 cents. That's the range, and we're currently at 1 cent exactly on Uniswap. How about that? That's nice to see. That's where we're coming with the wrap Bitcoin narrative, right? Will it follow wrap Bitcoin up and do multiple X? It's going to be fun to see. And here we see a bit of that sort of idea with the Uniswap pump, albeit still, pretty big game percentage-wise there at the moment on the old Uniswap on Pulsechain, up 53%. What else is looking pretty interesting? I think that's kind of it at the moment. Let's move on from PRC20s to meme coins and influencer coins and have a look at this. So X Live is at $19,500, down 5.5%. Randy Alaski's Note token is down 7% there, just below, 1900th of a penny there at the moment. So just under 0.2 of a penny, let's say. That's a bit easier to say. What else is looking pretty interesting? Hex Orange address there from Abit is down 9%. What else? Mega is actually even today after its pump yesterday. I think it pumped yesterday. It was now even today. Paul Pleb from Hexy Bastard is down 3%. Doge token had been doing pretty well. It's still doing okay, up 2.7% at the moment. What else is looking pretty interesting? Ben V1, Ben, all right, is the one that got copied over. Ben Armstrong did say that he's going to bring over V2 to Pulsechain. And here we are at the moment. That is at 8.0. It's pretty flat at the moment. Might be one with, if you believe in Ben Armstrong's growth on Pulsechain, then that could be a good speculative. More token from Trayvon is down 8%. Fluffy Slippers. I don't know. Is this related to Somi? I don't know. Did someone else do it? I can't remember, but down 3.4% on the old Fluffy Slippers. Dodge there from Jeff Kadakis, Trot Swap is down 7% at the moment. That is pretty much it. How's Pepperlorian? Up 1.75% on Pepperlorian. Pretty little liquidity, but there we go at the moment. All right. You can hunt some of these on the pullback. Hunt the ones that you like the most that you wanted to pick up. Definitely a good opportunity to do that. Let's get into the main event, though. Pulsechain projects. Everything's down, of course, just about. Not everything. We've seen probably 95% of things down, maybe, or more. And what else is doing pretty interesting here? Weight token, right? So if you're thinking about pulling up blue chips, that is down 9%. Now, this is Power City Earn Protocol. It's coming. It's going to come. It's going to arrive. And at the moment, that is at just under 0.4 of a penny at the moment. Nice little pullback here. And that is definitely, if you're after the blue chips on Pulsechain, this is going to be one of the top 5, right? So there we go. Nice little pullback on that. What else is looking pretty interesting? Let's see here. Pulse 9-inch token, top 5 TVL protocol on Pulsechain is down 6%. So there we are, a little bit of a pullback there. Big bonus coin, the incentive token is at 7.4 cents at the moment on the old 9-inch. So actually it's holding up pretty well at the moment, up down 6%. Pulsepot is down $6.72, and that's got the big Ben Armstrong karate bet on it at the moment. If you haven't gotten to that, it's still got a few hours to go, as I understand it. And there's a cool video of Ben Armstrong there challenging his opponent face to face. That's pretty cool if you haven't seen it on X. That is down 6% there. Tetra down 4% too, another blue chip that you could think about chasing. Lots of protocols expected to come from Tetra in the top innovation DeFi space. So definitely that's back on a 4%. But TS, the big DEX aggregator, down 6% at the moment. What else there? ZKZX is down 2% there. Not a lot there. Someone said it was down quite a bit. But that's still at 3 cents on ZKZX. The big blue chip liquid loans, that is down 6% as well. So there's some opportunities to pick up some volume on these bigger players if you want to increase your quality side of your portfolio. Those ones are definitely looking pretty good. What else there? TRH there breached the 1/10 of a penny as well, down 7.4%. We are expecting TRH V4 in early April. So, if you're willing to wait 5-6 weeks, that could be quite a big payoff there. Time token is down 1.9%. We saw Uniswap do there trying to do their sharing of profits and stuff like that. Well, Time Token does it straight away, and you can get access to that at the moment. But there's still, price is still around half a penny at the moment. What's it going to be at the top of the bull market? It's going to be fun to see. Texan Token down 13% from rags to riches and crypto heartbeat. What else is pretty interesting here? Okay, Hex OH. So Hex Hocus Pocus Finance is up 4.2%, doing a great job with the yield farming wizard. So if you haven't checked that out, they've been adding lots of features. They even added the feature that I was asking about, which is being able to sort by yield. They've now done that. So big shout out to Hocus Pocus Finance as well. Now, we were talking about those doing NFTs, validating through NFTs. Well, this is the old GOAT token here. So definitely check out, the DGN site there. We got the link here. I think we do. Let's go have a look. DGN protocol. This, if you want to do validating on Pulsechain, you can go through a DGN protocol. How about that? And you don't have to do a full validator. You can just do partial validator. You don't have to run the software. It's all done there. So kind of cool. You just go to the NFTs and participate that way, as I understand it. So kind of cool. All right. Lots of documents there, explainers and stuff like that. What else is looking pretty good? Well, they're all down today. So they're all. When I'm saying good, I'm looking for the pullbacks of the quality assets that you're after. Right, those are the ones you kind of think of there. B9, the security one there from Pub B, is down 4% at the moment. Pulse LN, this has been a real star. This is down 14%. This had been rallying quite decently. Pulse LN, one of our on ramps, and does Bitcoin Lightning Network and other stuff like that. That is currently just below 3 cents on a low ball pullback there. So not bad for that one as well. PLN. Bean from Bristol, it's one of our most recent projects that just launched. That is down 10% at the moment. I think they got a bit of a giveaway too on Bristol there, so you might want to check that up on the X platform as well. Got something going on, that's for sure. Let's see what else there. Fame and Fiat, two of the big PH universes. This is one of our biggest blue chip top 5 protocol ecosystems, and they're down 7%, 4% respectively. So there's lots of opportunities there amongst the Pulsechain projects. There we are, folks. Eat out. Go grab some deals. All right, so we've got PRC 404s. We had obviously we had the ZK 404 launch. Man, that was a bit of drama, wasn't it? Lots of activity made. Look at that, pumped all the way up to $82. Came back down, zigzagged. It's all the way down here. Bounced off $29. Currently 32 at the moment. That's a ZKZ404. That's from the ZKZX. Tornado Cash fork project. Gophers though. Gophers there. Apparently they're going to be burning a snapshot next week or something. They're going to be burning the rest of the Gophers. So that means there's not going to be as big supply as there originally was going to be. And so therefore this is going to make this much more scarce on Gophers. Dipcatcher seems to be doing a lot around the Gophers, and it's pretty exciting stuff, to be honest. So definitely check out that if you want to get more details around Gophers. Quickly check out the website here. Good old-fashioned unregistered securities. Gives a lot of details here. Very, very cool. These are all the executive board. I like the theme as well. The executive team, the flash drive, the engine, big bank, megabyte. I love that. Buzzword, lockdown. Some cool stuff there happening there. He's done a great job with this. Dipcatcher there and Gold Key and the Maximus team. Looking pretty cool. All right, let's jump away from that. That is some of the stuff happening here. Let me have a looked at everything. I think I have for the time being. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for the moment. So those are the tokens here. Now we're going to be looking at a new project Pulse launch that's just coming up. It's got some big influencer backing on it. Before we do that though, let's get back in the chat and see who else has arrived. Tel7 there talked about the ZKZX and Wrap Bitcoin. They're definitely on nice little pullbacks there, particularly the Wrap Bitcoin one. Let's see what else we got going there. J-Man in the house there. Hello everybody. Good to see you, J-Man. Yeah, I'm not sure if I said hello to Butch, but morning, folks. Good to see you, Butch. Wookie says on the spot news: Taylor Swift as what was hit by lightning in Sydney, and Brennan Eslick had to save her. That's hilarious, dude. What else there? J-Man as well. This is the calm before the storm, says J-Man. Absolutely. We got Tintop in the house there. What's up, Tintop? Good to see you, get Tintop. And I always like giving Tintop a shout out. That's how we rock and roll. All right, let's get into it, folks. The Pulse launch is coming up. This has got some pretty heavyweight backing. We get a lot of big influences coming out of Pulsechain, and this is only can be a good thing. And they're trying to attract other users on other chains, so it's kind of cool. This is going to be Pulse Launch, the world's first and only Pulsechain launchpad. Now, obviously, nothing on this video is financial advice, or you've got to do your own due diligence or stuff like that. But we're going to profile or preview this quickly because this is coming up there. The fair launch is going to fair launch coming up in 7 days and 18 hours. Now, obviously, that's up to you whether you want to participate or not, but it's definitely coming to Pulsechain there. Core features, it's going to have profit sharing. Every token holder reaps the benefits with Pulse launch. 10% of the net revenue is given back to token stakers and LPs. Stake with us and profit with project journeys to success. First community governed launchpad. So first community governed launchpad, because we believe in true decentralization. The community is at the center of our vision. An airdrop of launch holders in the form of DAO tokens will make this vision come to life, as the community will have full say in voting what projects launch on Pulsechain. Now, you guys know there's been a bit of controversy around sacrifice projects, because that's been the only real way of funding a lot of projects on Pulsechain. We don't have a lot of VCs, and we're really generally against VCs and stuff like that. Not 100%, but generally it's shied on in DeFi, just because normally they get too many coins and they dump on everyone's heads in the bull market, right? It's kind of how the way it plays. But having a launch pad, it's kind of cool. It's maybe another good alternative way of setting up projects and stuff like that. Now, it's going to be interesting to see a bit more detail around that, but that's kind of the idea. Priority members only access, stake launch, and earn Pulse points. Secure first access to incubated projects using Pulse points, and enjoy the privilege of early entry, empowering you to lead the charge in project launches. Pulse Pioneer Foundation grants. What better way to show your support to the Pulsechain community than giving a portion of Pulse launch token back in your early adopters, partners, DAO participation, and supporters. This incentivizes long-term cooperation and distributes even more tokens to the community, aligning with our core values of true decentralization. And finally, their gamified incentive structure. Pulse launches gamified incentive structure. It transforms platform engagement into an exciting journey with progressive tiers, rewards, quests, and lotteries. I like this aspect. I think not enough projects do this kind of idea, enhancing participation through leaderboards, staking adventures, and community challenges. That's a pretty cool. I like that structure. That's really nice to see there. Anyway, so world's class marketing. So it's going to have a lot of that in their house. So pretty cool. Now they've got big partners here, right? So it's going to be a big deal. Pulse launch is revolutionary in its approach to platforming and taking projects from 0 to 1. Partnership with the esteemed Sensei Partnerships allows qualified projects access to visionary officers, branding, and marketing teams. So it's looking pretty bullish there. Welcome to Pulsechain launch experience. You're going to be able to see more about that. You can follow up and get emails and stuff like that, airdrops and things. That's kind of cool. Official partners. Now this is probably where it really gets to the heavyweight. So you always want to know who's in charge of this project. How's it going to execute? How big, far reach it has? Well, it's got some pretty big heavyweights there. Sensei Partnerships, Altcoin Chief, DIY Investing, Donovan Jolly. We talked about his bullishness around Pulsechain, and they've got big followers, right? So Sensei Partners has done track record of launching over $50 million brands. Altcoin Chef there has got pretty big influence as well. Donovan Jolly, big influencer as well. So another one there. Then you've got Miguel Paradis. He's got over 1 million Instagram followers. And then you've got Vibra Finance there. Many of you may know Vibra Finance there as well. And then, of course, probably going to have more as well. So got some pretty heavyweight backers of this project. There's a white paper. There's a Sensei. And, of course, you can follow on the X social platform. We'll quickly go to have a look at that. So there are just small at the moment on the link there, 2,231, but a pretty good start for a project that hasn't launched yet. First and only full community governed launchpad on Pulsechain. 10% of all net profits go back to the Pulsechain stakers. So could be pretty huge. There is Donovan Jolly, one of the supporters there. Now he has got huge following there, 54,000 followers. So really big influence there. And his YouTube channel, I believe, is 80,000. Yeah, 80,000. So he's just one of the many big influencers or commercial partners there for this. So pretty big deal. Anyway, do your due diligence, all that good stuff. But that is the link to it. I'll post this as well. I have posted this in our Discord under Pulsechain project, so you can check that out if you want to find out more details. Certainly do your due diligence as always, but it does have some heavyweight backers. Looks like a heavyweight project potentially in the making on Pulsechain, and maybe solving a big issue around a lot of projects launching on Pulsechain, and kind of cool. Let's see how we go. All right, that leads us into actually, I just wanted to go to Pulsepot before we get into PUSD Algo. Got a little bit of news there. Let's go to the Pulsepot there. We've got this big karate IFC on at the moment, and at the moment you can see $5,000 is in the pool. So $5,000 is in the pool at the moment. and yeah, 1.68 to 2.46. So Ben Armstrong versus More Light. Now, it looked like when I saw the video, I'm not sure if it's on this one here, but is it on there? Let's see it on there, but yeah, can't see it on there. But there's little clips running around. Let me see if we've got that on here. So we've got the socials on here. No, we might. Let's go find it. Let's go find it because I'm pretty sure they reposted that, and I think I did too. So let's go and see whether I've reposted it on my X account. Yeah, here we are. Look at this. This is the big meeting here. Look, who are you backing? Ben is not fooling around. Hexkins, we need your support tonight. And these are the ratios, right? So kind of cool on the karate link there. This is Ben Bitboy. I won't show you the whole thing. Actually, let's pull up another screen for this because I think I have to share it differently. So let's do that. Bam. Let's post that. So you should be able to hear the audio now. So this is Ben Armstrong coming up for the pre-fight challenge from the looks of it. So let's kick on that. I'll play that.
Real fucking tough now, YouTube, baby. Real fucking tough. Everybody's tough behind the camera.
So that's pretty fun, don't you think? That's pretty fun. I like that. It should be a bit of fun there. And yeah. So pretty serious there. You can see the sizes of the guys, so you can sort of base it on that and athleticism. So it's going to be pretty fun to see. You can see that Ben Armstrong looks a little bit shorter there, but certainly a bit more heavier set, right, than the other guy who's got more of a sort of an athlete's type of setup. Sandy says this is strange to me. Yeah. Anyway, there is a competition on from Pulsepot, right? So Pulsepot has got this thing on. Let me see here. Pulsepot has got. Let me just go to Pulsepot actually. Let me go up here. Pulsepot's got this a competition on at the moment. Let me just find it. So I did talk about it the other day, but don't want you guys to miss it. Oh, there's some more video footage of Ben Armstrong and this other guy. What's his name? The other guy is Combat. Was it More Light? His name's called More Light. So there we are. There's some more. Can you guys hear that? I think you guys can. Let's watch this little video.
Into the meat and potatoes, More Light. What's the fashion inspiration? You're looking great. Looking like a cucumber. From you. What's your prediction for the fight, and who is the fashion influence? Because this is great.
Oh, it's going to be a great fight. I'm really excited for it. I have tons of respect for everyone who's getting into the ring. This is insane for anyone to do, let alone for fun. So kudos to everybody. I think it's really exciting for everyone. And I mean, this is my coin projects jacket. Harry Potter, Obama signed 10 EU ticker. Bitcoin, best meme coin on Ethereum, saving Ethereum blockchain single-handedly. And it's a lot of fun. So
we call that shilling. Do you know what that is?
It's shilling we all know about.
Nothing likes the coin.
And by the way, check out Karate Token. It's a great coin. $sign Karate. It's the best utility coin. We're the best meme coin. So there you go. Yin and yang.
Not financial advice.
NFA, don't listen to me. Not an influencer.
Into the meat and potatoes, More Light. What's the fashion inspiration?
All right, so there we are. A bit of personalities from both Ben Armstrong and I guess the other guy, whatever his name is. But there we go. Looking pretty good. It's going to be really fun. But they do have Pulsepot does have a big competition at the moment. Oh, there's another video. It's showing some crazy fighters, but let's go to this competition. There's a competition on here. I think it's still available. Yeah. So win 25 million Pulse, right? $3,300. Lucky loser winner. So there we go. Lucky loser winner. This is how you enter. You retweet, lose any fight bet with $10 and bet here on Pulsepot, right? So one lucky loser will win 25 million Pulse. So there we go. And I think that's still on, right? So it's still on. So let's go back to the sharing the other screen and we'll add that in. So let's do that. It doesn't have a pretty easy switch without having audio on it. But that is the link there. So if you guys want to participate in that, I think it's still open. So let's post that in the chat there for that 25 million Pulse for the lucky loser. If you lose your bet, there's a chance of winning from the looks of it. So that is the link there. All right, let's go back into that. I think we've got the countdown. We've got the countdown there. Just can't see the countdown at the moment on this. 4 hours, there it is here at the top here. Bets closing, 4 hours and 13 minutes. So far, looks like there's been a ton of bets. 62 bets on Ben Armstrong, 65 bets for More Light there, and the dollars there close to 3,000 for Ben Armstrong and close to 2,300 for More Light there. More Light doing pretty well actually, given the fact this is kind of a Pulsechain project on Pulsechain. But there we are. So you can participate that if you want to. Check it out. So big shout out to PulseBot for hosting that. A bit of a teaser for sports betting when that comes up a bit later in the year, which I do believe relies on the Fetch Oracle, which is not fully up and running yet. All right, that's kind of it at the moment. Doing pretty good. PulseBot at the moment, $6.75, so price looking pretty good too as well. A little bit of a pullback from yesterday, but still holding up pretty nice levels. All right, there are other fights there you can bet on too, so you can check out those. There's 5 fights here. You can also participate in those if you want to as well. All right, that's pretty much it. But we're going to quickly get into PUSD Algo. As you guys know, I'm a big, what do you call it, supporter, I guess the way of putting it, of PUSD Algo. And that is being extended. So we had 45 days, then 45 days. Now we've got another 45 days. So we're on day 91. You guys know it's going to be extended through probably into until they get to that $1 million mark. I think probably more activity is going to come out from Jacob. Once again, Jacob is in control of that. So some people will contact me about it. But just remember, I'm not the one running the project. I talk about it, but I'm not the one running it. So remember to go directly to Jacob on Telegram. That's probably the best way of trying to contact them to talk about, any information that you're trying to get. All right, that's kind of big, cool. Now we'll be having the administrator from Telegram coming on very soon onto a live. We're going to have a live stream with Pulsechain's administrators. It's not Jacob, it's Kavilt. So that's going to should be pretty insightful as well. All right, so that's coming up at the moment. Now, if you want to get a 19% referral bonus for this, the link is in the video description. I am super bullish about it. It could be the 4th big stable coin on Pulsechain, but it's going to be algorithmic, meaning that the chance for growth is massive, upside's massive, and of course the revenue earnings are multiple opportunities on here. And I'm very excited for it. When's the time frame? Well, maybe in the second half of the year sometime. I just don't know yet either. But it's definitely after the current project. So the current project that Jacob that's running, he's got PulseBot. He's going to be doing BNB upgrades. He's got TYZZ coming in March, and then he's got potentially early April is TYRHV4, and then PUSD Algo. And obviously PUSD Algo's got a bit of work to reach the target of about $1 million. So it's still got a bit of work to do for that. So we'll see more activities as Jacob rolls out that those 4 or 5 protocols, right? Or upgrades to some of them at least. All right, that's pretty cool. Sandy Beach says MCR giving away a Nova 404. Just hold 300,000 bean liquid in your wallet. Yeah, that's what I was kind of alluding to earlier, was the MCR giveaway there at the moment, so you can participate in that. Should we pull it up quickly? Let's do it while we're here, since we're already on Hex. MCR. What's it, 369, is it? 369. Maybe it's just Barista. Let's go Barista. Oh, Barista, is it? Oh, I can't even pull up any of those. Oh, well, it is definitely there somewhere. I have no weird idea where it was, but I did like it. All right, there we go. They're not doing too well there. Don't know why they didn't come up, but hey. MCR will be streaming tomorrow on that too. Yeah, so catch them on YouTube if you want to check that out also. All right, that's going to lead us into Hex Daily Stats, of course. We're currently 20 minutes after the hour. You can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain. Pull back at the moment in the price, so you're getting more volume. Ching ching. That means you can get more T-shares. So that's kind of how it works there. And you can buy your Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain and burn it for T-shares and start getting more Hex. So we're probably waiting for day 1543, are we? Yeah, we're a couple of days behind here on the Ethereum numbers. Day 1543, 1544, and of course also true on Pulsechain. So it looks like a bit of a lag there. We might have to come and follow that up tomorrow. A few little API issues there with the old Hex, but it's ticking away there. We're getting probably paid around about 6.7, 6.8 Hex per day per T-share. So it's kind of the play there. Hex per T-share per day. It's probably a better way of saying it. And that is pretty much it. All right. Okay. What do you got? 50 minutes, almost 50 minutes on the live. I think that's a pretty good place to finish. I'm going to leave you guys with some magic copyright. How do you guys like that? I like it. So once again, accumulate when these little pullbacks happen on Pulsechain. It really is going to blow minds, this bull market, Pulsechain and Hex. So your opportunities to continue to pull up a bit of volume is very, very cool. I'll leave you with the magic copyright, everybody. take care. And of course, I'll see you in Discord. Good place to be. Links in the video description. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Catch you probably, maybe not tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm streaming tomorrow, but definitely the next day. We'll see how we get on. You just never know. All right, take care. Bye for now.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.
It's fun to watch Hex pumping up the charts. It's left behind all kinds of broken hearts who didn't buy the dip, who didn't DCA. And now that we're on a rip, it's hard to look away. Now I'm not the one to hand out free advice, but as for me, I wouldn't dare think twice about buying a bag, since we're still somewhat down. This rocket ship's about to break the speed of sound. You know these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. I tip my hat to everyone who minds. You're getting paid out while you're killing time. It makes room for a nice vacation to the beach, perhaps a celebration now that you are rich. Ha ha! Ignore the haters who all called you crazy. You studied hard while they were being lazy. Now you're packing bags, about to take a ride up on that rocket ship, mooned up and starry-eyed. I feel these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. Now that we're summer bound and the sun is bright, I see that it's not round but rather has 6 sides. It's a work of art that's written into code, designed by Richard Hart to make our bags explode. You know these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. Yeah, we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco.